Hello again, and welcome to Two Old Guys Reselling Podcast. I am Chris, the old school picker, along with my co-host Caleb, the old pass. We are just two old guys selling in sheds in our backyard. And I had more of an intro, Caleb, but I'm so old at this point, I've forgot the rest of it. So introduce yourself, Caleb.
I'm Caleb from the Old Paths, and I almost forgot what your name was for a minute too. So
Yes.
it's okay. When you're old, you have an excuse, right?
Lucky for you, we have them on the screen.
Yeah, that's right.
We don't have our names on the screen for all our video viewers on YouTube. We have them not on the screen for you guys, but we have them on the screen so we don't forget who each other is or our own names at this point.
That's right. That's exactly right. I'm just lucky I could remember what it was when I was typing it out.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. We have to make notes of our names, of course, at this point. But yes, episode 6. So here we are, episode 6. We did make it past 5 episodes. So
six.
Yeah, who would have thought, right?
Yeah, well, after that spider, I'm happy to be alive. You know, that was,
man, I hope everybody watched that video. If you've not watched episode 5, I highly encourage you to watch episode 5. Go back and watch it. If you have watched it, watch it again, because when doing the editing process, I did watch that clip more than once. I will say that.
I'm glad you enjoyed it so much.
But if you've not watched it, Caleb is attacked on screen by a spider. It had to be a tarantula, right?
Well, not hardly. It was about as big as a quarter of a dime, as big as a pencil eraser or something like that. It don't matter. I don't care.
Black widows are not. Yeah, they're deadly. They don't have to be big.
Oh no, man! It could have been one of them horror movie spiders. It's like as big as a room. That or one this big. It really does not matter. If it's got 8 legs, that's it.
8 legs. So if I pull a leg off, it's good.
Well, no, but if you pull 4 off, maybe.
I used to catch granddaddy long legs when I was a kid and pull their legs off.
Those things don't bother me at all.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I can pick those up. It don't bother me at all. But spiders,
Well, that is a spider.
Well, I know, but I don't know what the difference is. They just don't bother me. Spiders, I can't handle them at all.
I read somewhere one time that because most people sleep with their mouth open, that you actually swallow 3 spiders in your lifetime.
I've heard something like that.
Yes.
I wear a CPAP, so no spider swallowing for me.
Right. So
yep.
I could become Spider-Man.
You could. I'm not going to, because they're not going to get close enough to me. But.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying I'm Spider-Man, but have you ever seen me and Spider-Man in the same room?
Nope, I have not, but I did see him at the post office the other day. Was that you?
Really?
Yeah, he was on a motorcycle.
I mean, I go to the post office 3-4 times a week, so it could have been. Was he dropping off eBay packages?
No, he wasn't dropping off eBay. He was on his motorcycle. He had his Spider-Man helmet.
Yeah.
And all the colors of Spider-Man on his clothes, like he was Spider-Man. A woman stopped
and took a picture with him. Because you know why? Because I've not been dropping off many eBay packages lately either.
Well, maybe it was.
Maybe it was me. I'm not saying it was, but maybe it was me. But yeah, man, what a week. Since we last recorded, we record on Tuesdays. So last time we recorded, things were going great. After we recorded, things were going good for a couple of more days. And then I'll be honest with you, my eBay has once again hit rock bottom. I mean, just the last Sunday, Monday, and then today, Tuesday, have all been less than $100.
Strange. So strange. As we was talking before, we've actually had a pretty decent week.
Sunday, you crushed me. Tell the viewers your sales on Sunday.
Sunday, we had $301.
Mine was $27.
Oh, my.
27. One sale for $27, and it was like 9 o'clock in the morning. 9 o'clock in the morning, I got one sale, $27. I thought, hey, today's going to be a good day. And then the rest of the day was absolutely crickets.
Wow.
0, nothing. very few offers, very few watchers. Just, I don't know. I think I'm thinking after 20 something years of this whole reselling thing, this might not be for me.
Now listen, you're gonna have to stop all that.
Dave NC Picker talks about what a bad reseller he is. I think I'm trying to take his title.
Well,
yeah,
I don't know. I can't attest. You know, we don't have a name, so I'm not going to name names tonight either. So,
right.
But yeah, maybe he is the worst. Did you take lessons or something?
Apparently he took lessons from me, because I think I've been doing eBay a lot longer than he has. But yeah, it's been bad again. I don't know. Like I said, last Tuesday we filmed was bad, but Wednesday was 238, Thursday 127, Friday 147, Saturday 150, and then Sunday hit. I mean, so ever since last Tuesday, it wasn't great, other than Wednesday at 238. But you know, because I consider it bad if it's less than 200. But man, but you know, we've talked about it before. I can handle the 120s, the 150s. Friday and Saturday was both basically 150. I can handle that. But then Sunday, when it drops off to $27, I'll be honest, it makes it tough, man. It does. It makes it tough. Maybe I'm the only one, but
I get worried if it starts dropping below 150 and it gets below 100. Then that's when I start really getting concerned. Like why? You know, because literally nothing changes. Nothing changes in my week. I list between 5 to 10 a day, always over $200 a day. So I don't expect to sell $1,000 a day or nothing, but I do expect to kind of run close to a 200 average. And, you know, this week we've run like 223 average. We've had a good week, but it's so weird. Like eBay is a weird thing. The error message that was popping up that would say this listing is no longer active, been removed, older than 90 days, something like that. Yeah. I hadn't seen that in 2 weeks. And yesterday I seen it as I was comping something. So I'm like, well, is this still a thing? You know?
Well, I sat out here and listed all day today, and I listed a good portion yesterday, and I didn't see it none. So
that's so weird.
If you only seen it once, then that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So,
at one time. So
it's been slow on this end of the town the last few days. Like I said, ever since Sunday, I'll complain, but I'm glad to see yours are doing good. So maybe it's just me at this point. Maybe it's not a site-wide issue. So that gives me hope.
Could be. It's hard to tell, but yeah, maybe.
I mean, I am listing a lot of death pile items again.
That makes a difference, I think.
Yeah, I mean it. You know, our death piles, they're death piles for a reason.
That's right.
You know, it's put on the back burner, as you would say, for a reason. So it's not the greatest inventory in the world that I'm listing. I did not go to any yard sales this past week. Well, I lied to you. I did go to one because we seen each other again.
Yeah, you went to one at least. Yeah,
I actually went to 4, but that was Friday. That was Friday.
Yeah, that was Friday. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't go. I was chasing you.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll talk about that in a minute. I didn't go to any Wednesday. I didn't go to any Thursday, and I didn't go to any Saturday. So I only went to like 4, I think, Friday. And I just bought like 3 or 4 items at one sale, and the other 3, I don't think I bought anything. But yes, Friday, I was at the post office. I'm leaving the post office, dropping off a few packages. That was the perfect placement for a yard sale sign. They had it right in front of the post office. Yeah, it was so great. It was so great. I was like, oh, okay, I'll go check this out, because I didn't see that sale on Facebook or anything. I was like, I'll go check it out real quick. So I leave the post office. I'm going down the road. It's 5 minutes from the post office, something like that.
Yeah, a couple probably.
And I I cut off to go down the road, and I look in my rear view mirror, and there's a truck just barreling down on me. And I look, and guess who I see? Caleb, grinning from ear to ear. So he's right behind me. So we park and we jump out of our vehicles, run into the yard sale, only to find between the two of us absolutely nothing. And man, this sale looked great from the road. I was like, oh man, we both getting ready to score. But it was a lot of baby clothes, kids' clothes. It was tables full. I mean, tables full of stuff.
Hey, I was just happy to see my favorite local celebrity. Okay. I was just
that's how I felt.
Oh yeah. I can't use that on you no more, can I?
No, I was like, there's a big YouTuber following me, so I must be somebody.
Oh boy.
So yeah, that sale was total bomb. But we sat out there. I think people, if they was real smart, they would start charging us for sitting in their driveway talking, because we have a bad habit to sit in their driveway and talk for an hour. And I know they're like, because there wasn't much parking at that place. Everybody was parked on the road and side of the road and traffic jams. And me and Caleb's just sitting there talking. So, but we don't care. That's part of living in the South.
The two inconsiderate old guys, I guess, will now be our name. We don't care. Go around.
Yeah, you go to Walmart, and I won't go into all that. But you get behind elderly people and they're just standing in the middle of or anybody. I don't even want to say elderly people, because I'm going to get ate up in the comments. People that just get in the middle of the aisle and stand there and just stand there and be looking at their phone or something, and they won't get over, they won't move, they won't. But I've been experiencing a little bit of eBay burnout just the last couple of days, to be honest with you.
Is that the kind of burnout where you're spinning out, taking off real fast, or you're just like
spinning out, not getting anywhere?
Not getting anywhere. Okay.
Just spinning tires.
It is a real thing. It is a very real thing. Sometimes it happens because you're working too much. Sometimes it happens because you're not selling anything,
Well, I think mine's a combination of both, because I've listed hard. Mondays I usually don't list a whole lot, usually because, we always have, typically Monday's your biggest shipping day from the weekend.
Yep.
And I always record on Mondays, of course. Mm-hmm. And then I usually will pack my packages up, record, go to the post office, come home and edit that video. And that's usually all I will do that Monday. That way I'm ahead on my videos going into the next week. But this week I was like, no, as bad as eBay sales have been, I need to not edit that video. Still haven't edited that video yet, but I will. But I thought, well, I'll come out here and list. So I did. I listed, I dropped my 10 out of the draft bank, and then I probably added like 15, which is pretty solid when you're not usually don't list on Mondays. So I listed like 15 in the draft bank. And then today, I think I added like 20 or 25 to the draft bank.
Nice.
So
what you up to?
In the draft bank? Yeah. Oh, good question. But, that makes it really, really, really difficult to come out here and be motivated to list. I'm at 75 right now.
It does indeed make it hard.
It makes it tough, man, when it's going bad. Now, when everything's going good and you're getting sales and, you're listing good stuff and all that, listing's really not hard. We're pretty fortunate. We have good sheds, good workspaces. Mm-hmm. I've got my air conditioner on running back there right now. It's probably a comfortable 70 degrees in here right now, 68, 69, something like that. Super comfortable. I've got this big screen computer monitor that somebody gave me. So I pull up, something to watch, whether it be on YouTube or whatever.
Hey, that's supposed to be for work, man. That's supposed to be for work.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is. I am working.
I wouldn't say. I'm going to hush because I get accused by Tanya all the time of sitting out here watching TV, and I did not. I did watch some Star Wars this week, so But I did work. I was basically listening to it, but every now and then I'm like, "Ooh, what's that? Ooh, that."
Well,
yeah,
I had a lot of today. I was listening to a lot of YouTube. Yesterday, I listened to some YouTube yesterday too. So technically, that's work because YouTube channel is part of my business. But
there you
anyways, today I listened to Trash to Cash podcast. And
to who?
Yeah, I know those.
I don't even know who that is anymore.
I think it's that podcast with Harry Tornado, I think.
Oh, Harry Tornado and Cincinnati Picker?
Yes. It's those guys.
Yeah.
But once again, we didn't get mentioned really. There was a small mention of us. But now I got mentioned at the very end of the episode.
I told you was the celebrity. I told you.
But they waited till the very end. But they mentioned really the podcast. We might have got like 3.2 seconds of airtime this episode.
So what?
Yeah. So we're moving up. But
yes.
So shout out to Cincinnati Picker and Harry Tornado. Trash to Cash. Love
Thanks,
you guys.
Yep.
But so I don't know, man. eBay's it's a labor of love. I used to say that about YouTube, but here lately eBay's become a labor of love.
It is. I'll agree. I used to, when I first started, I was like, man, this is so awesome. And I'm not going to sit here and complain because eBay paid for this shed. eBay bought everything in this shed. eBay makes this possible, So I'm not going to complain real bad, but I will say if eBay were managed correctly, it could be an unbelievable website. I'll just say it like that.
Well, here's the bad part. It used to be.
Yes, it did.
It used to be.
Yes, I'll agree with that.
We're not talking about Macari here. Hey, you've got potential.
Yeah.
You're going the wrong way, eBay.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm sure there's little factors out there like, there's probably more resellers than there was 20 years ago on eBay. I'm sure that's a thing. I'm sure there's little things, but as an overall, I think there's just so much competition now that could play into it. But still, eBay is a very unique, and it's ingrained into society. Like you say eBay, and people are like, "Oh yeah, eBay." Mm-hmm. It's just kind of like we're going to bring up wrestling again, kind of like Hulk Hogan to wrestling. If you say you ever watch wrestling, oh well, I watched Hulk Hogan. Right. Well, everybody knew Hulk Hogan. My generation, your generation, maybe everybody knew The Rock. Nowadays, I guess it's Roman Reigns or somebody. I don't know.
The Rock. Whatever happened to him?
Don't he run the XFL or something now?
I don't know. Man. He just went away. He never made nothing of himself.
No, he's only worth like $10 billion or something. What a loser. What a loser. He should be making videos in his shed.
That may be our title. The Rock is a loser.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
The Rock is a loser.
I bet The Rock don't drink Kool-Aid out of a Pepsi glass, right?
I bet he don't either. I bet he don't even drink Kool-Aid.
He's probably drinking some kind of expensive stuff.
Yeah, cucumber water or something. Yeah, you hear that, The Rock? You're a loser.
Yeah. Just bring it, buddy. Just bring it. We're not afraid.
Smell that? Do you smell that?
Yeah, that's right. You jabroni.
Man. Wow. Yeah. Well, that goes back to the Trash to Cash last episode that I watched, though. I think it was John or Harry Tornado 1 said, it's bad when Chris, old school picker, starts mentioning moving to another platform, because I've been on eBay for 20 something years. And,
man.
I said in a video a while back, I'm giving them till the end of May, and it started out great. And, it's fading fast. So I don't know. Hey, listen, some of it is me. Some of it's the items I've got right now and the economy. When people are struggling, do they really want that $10 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figure? I don't know. Probably not. But, that gallon of milk probably does seem a little more important. And, listen, if you're out there struggling, don't be buying on eBay. Take care of your family and all that stuff. But
absolutely agreed.
I don't believe it's all that. I really don't.
No, not all of it.
I did do one change though. This morning actually, I ended my promotion. I was promoting at 7.1, I think, or 7.2, and that was the highest I'd ever promoted. And I ended everything, and I am currently promoting, I think, at 8.3, which is the new highest.
Ooh, you're catching up to me.
I'm catching you. I reckon I'm going to have to reckon. Is that a word? That's a word.
It is. Actually, it's an accounting word. You want some preacher knowledge here? Reckon. Yeah. Okay, reckon is an actual Bible term. It's an accounting term from way back in history.
That is true.
Reckon means to account for. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, now I reckon.
Hey, now I'm acting like Harry Tornado. Yeah.
Yeah.
History. I can't do history like Kevin. No way.
Who?
Harry Tornado. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Or John, whichever one he was.
Yes.
I said I wasn't going to say his name. Oh my God.
I don't even know what I was going to say, but I was about to reckon something.
You was going to wreck. I
was going to have a reckoning. But yeah. Promoting. Yes. I'm promoting at 8.3. That's the highest. And I reckon I'm going to have to promote at like 12 or 13 or 27 or something like that.
27. Oh, listen at you.
I wonder, but here's what gets me though. I upped my promotions, and today I've had like 4 watchers on 1,300 items. Now that ain't right. Something ain't right with that.
You would think you'd get a few more than that. Does seem
oh man. Well, just a few weeks ago, I was having 15 to 20 every morning I woke up.
Yeah.
And be able to send out 15, 20 offers.
Yep.
Now I'm getting 3 and 4 a day, and I'm promoting higher than I've ever promoted. So
it's weird.
That just, I don't know. Call me whatever you want to call me in the chat. But
just don't call him late for supper.
Just don't call me late for supper. But I do still believe eBay's got issues. I really do.
No argument here.
I wish I was wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Do what?
I said no argument here.
Yeah. I mean, it's just,
there's still something going on for sure.
Well, I mean, Kevin on Trash to Cash, we'll call him by his real name here so everybody don't think I'm too crazy. Yeah. But he said, he's getting messages on all, he's got Facebook following, Instagram following, 2 or 3 YouTube channels. He said everywhere he goes, he's getting comments about people talking about how bad eBay is and how they're going to be forced to quit and go get jobs, and which is good for us that'll hang on, because, maybe we can find a eBay seller looking to get rid of all of his inventory. I would love that, honestly.
You got a storage unit. I ain't got nowhere to put it.
Okay? Oh yeah,
you're gonna have to rent me half of your storage unit. You do that.
You're just gonna have to tell Tanya she's gonna have to either rent a storage unit or give up her side of the bedroom. One of the two. One her side of the closet.
Yeah, there you go.
So yeah, I don't know. Everybody let us know in the comments how your sales are going, because Caleb's are solid and mine stink. So, and but burnout. I'm experiencing some burnout right now. It's been tough the last couple of days, and I've just kind of pushed through it to because I the worst thing you can do is when sales are bad is to quit for a while, or take a break. So I've just kind of pushed through it. But
everybody give Chris some encouragement down in the comments too. That's what he needs.
Give me something.
I feel you. I've definitely been in that boat a few times, and not too long ago.
I usually experience burnout about 2 or 3 times a year. Usually it's in the fall or winter, because in the fall and winter, all you do is list and ship. There's not very little sourcing. So, and going out source, and maybe that's what's wrong, because I didn't really go out and source other than Friday. Maybe I just need a good yard sale day and the past weekend wasn't a whole lot of finds. So maybe I just need to get out and go yard selling this weekend pretty heavily, and hopefully find some good stuff. And then maybe that'll maybe that'll transition into some good sales in the upcoming weeks.
I'll give you another little tidbit that I heard one time about burnout. Okay. And it may have been Dave Ramsey. Shout out Dave Ramsey. We need a sponsor.
Yeah, shout out Dave Ramsey.
But it
he
may
ain't gonna sponsor us and us complaining.
No way.
Us complaining.
Yeah, there's no way.
But they'd be like, get Dave, up, get a job, boys.
But Dave, I am debt free. Okay, so you'd be happy about that. Okay. Now I'm just thankful for that. But anyway, here's the little tidbit. Okay. I believe he said it. So if I'm attributing to the wrong person, I'm sorry. But anyway, he said for you to be burnt out, you've got to be on fire. So remember, if you're burnt out, you've really been running the wheels off of it, right?
Well, I mean,
there you
go. Shannon tells me all the time. I mean, she's been on me for 3-4 months, probably at least. You got to slow down. You got to slow down. You got to slow down. Because I'm burnt. I am. I'm burning the candle at both ends between eBay and YouTube. I have been.
There you go.
I've been spending a lot of hours working on YouTube lately. And so if you guys see some less videos coming out from Old School Picker in the next week or two, other than my normal 3 or 4, well, there's 2 reasons for that, because I don't have many sales to talk about and also burnout. So, and I just need to take a break.
I'm going to have to come stand outside your window and just make faces at you, ain't I?
I mean, I'm good. I mean, I'm not like, I'm good. I'm in a good place mentally. I'm just burnt out on putting all this work in and not seeing, what you would expect to see with all the work,
I agree.
You get out there and you dig a ditch for 8 hours. You expect to, at the end of the day, to see a pretty good sized ditch or a hole in the ground, right? But I'm not seeing it. So and on YouTube side as well, my channel, it's doing good. I'm not complaining about my YouTube channel, but it's slowed down sub-wise and stuff. But my videos have been doing solid still, so I'm happy about that.
Just blame me.
Yeah, that's Caleb's fault.
Yeah, there you go. Just blame me. I told you got me to blame now. So
yeah, right. Yes. Okay, that's Tanya's fault. Can we blame Tanya?
You can. I'm not. I got to live with her.
Well, this podcast was her idea, so that brought you on here. So technically, it's her fault.
Okay, I'll tell her you said that.
No, it's all good. We'll get there eventually. You want to talk about your background and my background? Does it give you OCD when you look back there and you see this mess back here on the shelf of mine?
I'm just saying I'll be there after the podcast is over to help you clean it up. Okay.
Now look at my boxes back here, my shipping boxes, how lined up, nice and neat they are. They look good. But look at all of Caleb's background. Just look at that. There's not anything out of line, how perfect it is. All the same type of tubs back there. Just beautiful. Just beautiful.
That is what they call OCD.
But that right there, that shelf right there in the background of mine, that's the only shelf of mine that ever looks bad. And I hate that it's right here in the front. But, it's where I put stuff that I'm getting ready to list. And so I need to get some boxes and stuff, make that look a little better. But do you ever look over here and be like, God, I wish he would fix that?
Honestly, I'm more OCD just for my own self.
Okay.
I can walk by other people's stuff and be like, yeah, that's yours, whatever.
Yeah, that's your mess.
That's yours, Chris, whatever, But if it was my shed, I'd probably be boxing it or something. That's just me, though. But I'm just, if because you've seen some of the old pictures, I started out very modest in here. I had boxes instead of totes. And I didn't just go buy totes with my household money. I waited till I made money on eBay and I went and bought, 10 at a time or something like that. And to me, these totes, I know they're not for everybody, and that's fine. But to me, they're clear. They're easy to see. You can just pick one up and look through it. That's the easiest way for me to keep up with stuff. And then I've got the big ones up here. There's, clothing, hats, stuff like that. They just hold so much. It's just so much easier for me to do it that way. But then these shelves are all loose. That's all loose stuff, bigger stuff. But man, that's the way I do things.
Yeah.
I can't help it. Tanya gets mad at me. She comes out here to pack and stuff, and I move her tape gun, straighten it up, and she's like, "I'm using that." I'm like, "Well, it wasn't straight, So,
oh wow, yeah, that is bad.
People I used to work with, I worked at a warehouse here in town for almost 20 years, and I was the same way with my workspace. Like, my desk was always clean, my tools was always perfect, and of course, I worked with one guy. We were really good friends, but he was not OCD and I was. So when I put the hammer back, it's straight. When he puts it back, he throws it in there, and I'm like, no. And I go back and straighten it, But yeah, I don't know if you call it OCD, neat freak, whatever, but I am for sure.
What's the joke? Your OCD so bad you have CDO?
Yeah, I guess.
Hey, that could have been the dad joke of the night.
Oh my goodness.
But since you've got one, I guess we'll have two dad jokes. Two dad jokes in one episode.
Yes, I do have a dad joke.
All right, let's hear it. Let's hear it. Yeah,
you ready for this? Okay. What do you get from a pampered cow?
Pampered cow.
Mm-hmm. Pampered cow.
I don't know.
Spoiled milk. I'm doing my best to make them worse every week. Okay,
yes. I think that one was a little better. I think
it might have been a little better. I don't know.
I think you might have went the wrong way on that one. That one may have been a little better. You got to get worse.
I'm trying.
Oh man, that's good though. Spoiled milk. Speaking of Tanya earlier, you said she had a good find here recently.
It was some time back, probably 6 months ago or something, but this will help people that don't know about this line of stuff to pick up. But blow molds, okay, blow molds are good. And this one was a pumpkin, okay, the color of my shirt, go big orange, but
Tennessee orange.
Yes, sir. It was a skinny, stretched out pumpkin, like probably 2 foot tall. And it was just, just a blow mold. It lights up, whatever. That thing, she got it for free, and that thing sold for like $100. I mean, just crazy good. So, yeah, watch for blow molds because they can be very, very good.
I think the Halloween and even like the Easter and stuff like that are usually better than the Christmas ones because
they are,
especially the Halloween, because there's less Halloween.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you right now, 20 years ago, people didn't decorate for Halloween, not around here.
No, not like now.
Now they decorate for Halloween more than they do Christmas.
They do. Halloween is a huge holiday here.
Huge holiday, man. It's unbelievable. So
I like candy. I mean,
yes.
So it goes good for me, but yeah, I don't dress up anymore.
I like Easter candy over Halloween candy, though.
I do like me some of them little what do they call them? Oh, I just forgot. Old guy moment. What is
Cadbury
the little
eggs?
No. The little yellow marshmallow birds.
Oh, the Peeps.
Peeps, yes.
Yeah,
Peeps.
I love them too, man.
Oh, good.
Did you see where they had all the different flavors this year?
No.
Oh yeah, they had like Dr. Pepper flavor.
Oh my God.
They had a fruit punch flavor. They had cotton candy flavor. The cotton candy was the bomb.
Wow.
I'm telling you right now.
Well,
the fruit punch was a little much, and the Dr. Pepper was a little much, but the cotton candy was awesome.
Well, you've already got me giving away cookies.
Yeah.
So now it's going to be Peeps next, right?
Yes, Peeps.
And by the way, when are we going shopping? Because, we got to pick up these cookies, right?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Right after the show.
Yeah, there you go. Wow.
So you said your sales have been great.
Been pretty good, yeah. Been pretty good.
What has been your sale of the week? Because
my sale of the week is not my best sale, but it is my best sale, if that makes sense. And here's why.
I don't know where you're going.
Yes, this is why, and I'm excited about this. So I'm going to pop this up on the bottom of the screen, and I'm going to tell everybody all at the same time for our audio listeners.
Well, you have to give the big shout out.
It's Kathy time.
It's Kathy time.
Kathy has showed up at the Old Paths and bought some stuff. She bought 2 dinosaur toys and a barn with, a bunch of little animals.
Yeah.
And I mean, like nearly $50 worth of stuff.
Wow.
And when I seen it, my phone went off and I'm like, okay, well, it was 3 items. And I'm like, oh, wow, 3 sales all at once. So
right.
I go in and I'm like, just looking like you normally do to see, what sold. And I have the message from, or no, I did I have a message? I can't remember if I had a message. I need to look. She may have wrote me a message. I'm sorry, Kathy.
Old man moment.
Old man. I'm having a lot of those today. But anyway, yeah, she bought 3 things. And I did throw her some extra toys because I was assuming it was for her grandson.
Yep.
That she talked about. So I did throw her some extra toys in there for him. I'm trying to find it here. Let's see. There we go. She did not leave a message. I didn't think she did, but I seen her name and I was like, oh my goodness, Kathy has bought something from us. And yeah, 2 dinosaur toys and a Fisher Price barn with 19 animals. She come in and bought it, and I threw her some more dinosaurs in there. But yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Kathy. That blows me away. I mean,
as soon as you got the sale and as soon as you realized it was Kathy, what was the next thing you did?
I messaged Chris.
He messaged me to brag about it.
Yeah, I was bragging. I said, guess who just bought something from me? And he's like, who? I said, Kathy just come in and bought stuff.
When I seen that message, I was in the living room. I don't remember what I was doing. I think maybe we was just sitting there watching TV or something. You know what what I told Shannon after I read the message?
What was that?
I said, Kathy's cheating on me.
Oh, wow.
So no, Kathy, I appreciate that so much.
Yes.
I do, and I know Caleb does.
Awesome.
That's awesome. But
it is. Thank you, Kathy.
She's unbelievable, man. She is unbelievable. She's good person. All right. Well, my sale of the week, let's see here, was okay. We went to that church sale here 3 or 4 weeks ago. I think we talked about it on here. And you came in and I was scanning, and I do have a video of this, by the way. The competition was tough at this yard sale or church sale or something like that. And Caleb's in the thumbnail if you guys didn't figure that out yet. But I was scanning DVDs and Blu-rays and VHS because there wasn't much at this sale. There wasn't, but they had a ton of Blu-rays. They had a ton of DVDs, and they had quite a few VHS. So I was like, you know what? And it was raining that day. So there wasn't like there was going to be a whole lot of sales out. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to sit here and scan a few Blu-ray and DVDs. Well, I scanned several. I ended up buying, I don't know, I spent $30, $32 or $33 at that sale. And I bought, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 Blu-ray media type stuff. But one of them I already sold, and it sold for $69.99 plus shipping. Wow. Ninja Scroll Blu-ray 2012 anime horror manga rare. So I read it. Cool. That's great. You know, Blu-rays and DVDs even have the little inserts with them. It didn't even have the insert with it. So if it would have had it, it would have sold for a little more. And I think brand new sealed ones of this DVD are like $80 to $100. But jeez, man. Yeah, it's, Japanese anime type stuff, and it's pretty rare. And I don't think there was any listed when I listed mine, but there were several sold. So I was like, you know what? I ain't got no competition, so I'm shooting for the moon. So I did list mine a little higher than what a lot of previous pre-owned ones had sold for, but it did sell for full price, and it sold pretty quick. I think I had it listed for maybe 3 or 4 days. It wasn't long, but $70. So that was an awesome sale. Keep your eyes out for Japanese anime stuff. I always try to find that stuff and buy it when I see it, especially if it's cheap. And I paid $1 for this Blu-ray, by the way.
Yeah, you can't beat that at all.
$70. Cool. No, in the video, I'm sitting there scanning when Caleb walks up, and I said, "Ooh, I think I'll take this one for $1. What do you think?" Well, that's this one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I wasn't just doing that in the video to make the video good. It was a good one, and it sold. So $70, man,
definitely.
for a Blu-ray. That may be the most expensive Blu-ray I've ever sold. I don't know. It's up there. I mean,
that's pretty good though.
That's a good Blu-ray. $70 for a single. Now I've sold seasons of stuff, DVDs, and that type of stuff. But $70 for a single episode or whatever it is, or movie. That's pretty good.
That's
but
really
speaking
good.
of some seasons, media, you hit a home run the other day as well, didn't you?
We hit a home run for sure. Yeah, it was really good. It was at the sale that I think you come in the day after and bought,
of course,
some Department 56 and some Disney stuff after on the next day, which I didn't have any clue they even had more stuff. But yeah, I bought a tote full of DVDs. Most of them were sealed, probably about 80 DVDs, something like that. Gave $100 for the tote, and I won't say most, probably 60% was BBC, like the British stuff, and 90% of it was sealed. Okay, so long story short, I have now got it all drafted. Some of it's listed, most of it's not. List price will be $998. So
$1,000
on $100. I mean, yeah, that's good.
And that stuff, because I found it before. I know we talked about this a few episodes ago, but you didn't have it all drafted, and we didn't know the final total of that. That's why we're talking about it again. We're not that crazy, guys. Come on.
Well, I didn't remember we talked about it.
I have found that stuff before, and sold quite a bit of it. I don't think most of the stuff I've ever found has been sealed, but if I do know anything about the British broadcasting and Acorn and that type of stuff, it sells quick usually.
Yeah.
It usually sells like really, really quick. So
yep. That's true.
What are you doing? Squirreling it away or what?
Kinda,
for hard times.
Yeah.
Wait till the next eBay slow day and drop about 10 of those and see if
there you go.
Blow up.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Send some of those drafts my way if you don't care. But no, that's an awesome find. I love that type of stuff.
And you know what's bad? I almost left it. Tanya said, you need to look at that. Well, I was so consumed with all the Department 56 and Disney and the coins and stuff. I'm like, I'm too busy, And right at the end, when we was loading everything, I said, okay, I'm going to look real quick. And when I started just, kind of flipping through them, I'm like, man, these are all sealed and they're all British. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get a deal. Well, okay, the regular DVDs was $1. There's probably 25 of those. The other ones were like $5 and $6 and $8 marked,
Right.
So when I asked her about a deal, she said $100. It was probably at least $100 off. So I'm like, yeah, I'll take them.
Yeah, and, probably at least.
Glad I did. Now, very glad I did.
How many listings was it? Did you know?
Probably at least 50 to 60.
So you got roughly $2 a piece in them.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, something like that.
Probably a little less.
Yeah.
So yeah. If you're listening and if you can, I mean, seasons. Seasons are tough though anymore if they're just regular, U.S. shows and stuff, because all that stuff's on streaming devices and stuff. I mean, some of it can still be decent, and if it's cheap enough, I'll still buy it. But I'm telling you, that British stuff, man, is fire. So if you find it, and especially finding it sealed like that, that's crazy. So,
yes, sir.
Did you ever drop any of the money that you picked up from that sale?
Not yet. Honestly, I've got the presidential coin set. I'm ready to drop it. And then I've got a special coin set that's like telephone, Hubble Space Station, a few specialty dollars, and they're like one from each mint and then a proof. So they're pretty cool, but I've got those ready. but then the rest of them are like proofs from different years, and I'm kind of lost. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I may have to reach out to somebody to kind of get some help, because I'm no coin man. I'll just be honest. Not at all.
That's why I didn't even really look at them. Now, my dad, my dad, I've talked about it before. I mean, he's who got me into reselling. He was a big time coin collector, but you know, he specialized in the older. His favorite was the Walking Liberty $50. I mean, he had hundreds, if not thousands, of those things once upon a time. Wow. And he loved that. He loved collecting old coins, but yeah, I never picked up a love for vintage money or even the new stuff like that. Collector wise, obviously I love money. I like the dollar bills and the tens and 20s and the hundreds. But anyways, so yeah, no, that's a killer find, man. I love that stuff. Media will always be one of my favorite things to sell.
It's just so easy. It's so easy. I mean, the listing, the packing, all of it is just, you couldn't ask for easier. So
and cheap, usually to buy, cheap to ship, because usually it's media mail. Although if it's expensive, like that Blu-ray, I did not ship it media mail. I did ship it first class though, but you know, which not much difference. But now sometimes I have shipped media priority because if it's expensive enough.
Oh, I have too.
So be careful with that if you're shipping out media for expensive items, because media mail tends to get lost every now and then.
It has a few times, that's for sure.
Especially in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter. If you want media during the fourth quarter, you better order it about October if you want to get it before Christmas.
That's right.
Because that's just the truth.
That is.
But although last year, you know, the fourth quarter, and I don't know why we're talking about this, but I didn't feel like the post office had as many problems last year as it did the year before.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, the year before was an absolute train wreck, but last year I didn't feel like it was as bad. Speaking of Kathy, I meant to bring this up earlier. She bought some stuff from you. Well, she sent me another package the other day, and I think the video's already out, so most everybody, I know it is by the time this comes out, but sent me a box of minor league baseball hats.
Oh, nice.
Oh man, thank you, Kathy, because of all the stuff she sent me. Listen, I love everything she sends me, whether it's Stampin' Up, crafts, baseball hats, toys, whatever, or whether it's just a card she sends me. I love every bit of it. But those hats, man, I love, because I love hats and I love baseball, and I have a love for minor league baseball too, because you know, we live a long ways away from any major league teams. So I used to go to minor league teams, baseball team games quite often. So I always had a love for minor league baseball. So that's one of my favorite things she sent me, but they were some cool hats. So thank you, Kathy. I appreciate that.
Yeah. You don't find those very often. That's for sure.
Well, and the thing is too, you know, the team she sent me was from teams where up there where she lives. So, you know, you're definitely not going to find that stuff around here. You know,
right.
You'll find the Tennessee Smokies and the Chattanooga Lookouts and that type of stuff around here, but you're not going to find teams in Minnesota and places like that. And there was a few other hats mixed in too. It wasn't just all minor league hats, but yeah, it was 8 or 9 minor league hats and then 3 or 4 major league hats. So
that's pretty sweet right there. That's a good.
Man. And
that's
they were
very nice of her.
Well,
she is just too kind. Too kind.
She's unbelievable. This podcast is sponsored by Kathy.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, you can be our first sponsor, Kathy.
Yes, well, she has sponsored me for sure.
Absolutely.
So thank you so much,
there
Kathy.
You go.
We was talking about your OCD and how clean your shop is. Well, your OCD continues into your back room back there where your death pile is.
It does. It don't just end right here. What you see?
No, he's got the cleanest death pile of anybody I've ever seen. But it is growing.
It is. It's up to 19. I think they're 27-gallon totes. They're big, you know, and they're stacks of 5. 3 stacks of 5 and then another stack of 4. And if I don't quit, I'm going to have to go get a few more. So, yeah, it's pretty full.
Do you think you have more dollar amount in your death pile than you do listed?
No. Probably, if I was guessing, this is just a straight up guess, I'd say there's 15,000 in the death pile.
Is that including your drafts? Because
no, I didn't really think about that.
See, technically your drafts are still your death pile because they're not listed.
Yeah, there's probably another 5,000 in the drafts. I mean, well, I know if you just go by your average, we're selling like $30 an item average almost. And I've got 110 drafts right now. So that would be what? A little over $4,000 right there. So
you got 110 drafts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As of right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Now you've not been dropping 10 a day though, have you?
Not recently. For a week, I dropped 20 a day. Then I went down to 5 a day because 20 a day is hard to keep up with. If you're,
that's a lot.
I mean, you have to be on top of it to do that.
Well, I mean, when I first started dropping the 10 a day, I thought, well, 10 a day, that's easy. But then when you think about it, that means you have to not only just list 10 a day, but that means somewhere along the line, you've had to pick 10 a day.
Yeah, absolutely.
You've got to pick 10 a day. You got to list, you got to photo 10 a day. You got to list 10 a day. So 10 a day is a good number, but I have been thinking about that, where I am just dropping 10 a day every day. Maybe I need to slow mine down just a little. I know that sounds crazy.
You drop 10 a day, 5 days a week, right?
Correct.
I drop at least 5 a day and at least 200 a day, 7 days a week.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I don't know how to balance that.
Mm-hmm.
I heard somebody not named Commonwealth Picker one time say that if you list something every day, it seems to go better.
Yes.
That was Osborne to Thrift that said that. And you know, if you ever look at his store, the dude's on fire most of the time. So he just said list something every day. And I'm like, I'll try that. So I tried to do 5 every single day. And so far this year, I've not missed a day. It's May 16th at the time of filming this, and I've listed every day at least 5, some days 10, some days 20, some days 15, you know, whatever.
I might try that. I might go down. I'm thinking about going down to 5 a day, but doing it 7 days a week, which would still be 35 a week to where I'm doing 50 a week right now. So it wouldn't be that much more per week off. And maybe, 1 or 2 days I could do 10. Maybe I could do 5 a day, Monday through Friday, which would be 25, and then 10 on Saturday and 10 on Sunday.
That's a thought. Yeah.
And that would be what, 45? So that would just be 5 less for the week, but I would be dropping 7 days a week.
Yeah. And I don't think it's everything, but I do think there's something to consistency on eBay. I definitely think there's something to listing regularly. That is a big thing.
Apparently you have to list good stuff too.
That might be true. That might be part of it.
Apparently everybody don't want a broken arm action figure out there.
Why not, guys?
You know, I've not listed any kind of action figure or toy stuff here lately. Any.
Really?
I don't have anything great really. So yeah, I need to go picking. I think I'm gonna do that though. I think starting Monday, I think I'll start listing 5 a day, dropping 5 a day, Monday through Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday do 10.
Yeah, let me know how that goes.
And just see how it goes.
My sales, I'm going to change it to 10 a day and 20 on Saturday and Sunday.
Yes.
I got to beat you.
I'm going to steal your algorithm.
There you go.
That's the title of our video.
Yeah.
OSP steals Caleb's algorithm.
There you go.
This is how much we plan this out, guys.
Yeah.
I don't think of titles until we say it during the show. We don't plan out very little. We usually meet behind the scenes about 30 minutes before we start recording. Usually we talk for 20 minutes. Just, hey, how you doing? How's the week been? Blah, blah, blah. How's the family? Blah, blah, blah. And the last 10 minutes we talk about, okay, now what we need to talk about in the show.
So, and by the way, Chris is the one that comes up with all the catchy names. I'm not smart enough to to do that, or
Caleb comes up with all the titles,
or put people's names in our video just where we can get views. I'm not smart enough for that either.
Well, Kevin thinks because we put Commonwealth Picker in our first episode, that's the reason that video done so good.
I don't
Kevin,
care.
That's not why.
Yes, Harry Tornado. That is not why. Hey, I can take a joke. It's okay.
I don't think he's joking.
I don't care.
We're joking. I don't think he is.
That's okay.
But no, our videos have been doing fairly decent. Episode 4 is out right now at the time of recording this, and episode 5 is getting ready to drop. Episode 4 going to make it to 500 views.
Looks like it.
I think so.
Episode 4 boosted episode 2 and 3 quite a bit too. So
yes, episode 2 and 3 has been getting a lot of hits this week.
They jumped 150 views after 4 came out. So I'm happy with that.
Yes, episode 4 is at 459 views. But episode 5, when it drops and Caleb gets attacked by spiders, everybody will go back and watch episode 4 maybe. So that's great. So
y'all are lucky I'm here. That's all I got to say. You're lucky I'm alive.
Can we get attacked by something else this episode?
I'll send you a rat.
Yeah. No. I'm scared of rats. I don't like them.
I know.
I don't like them.
I'm going to send a mouse your way, buddy.
I'm telling you right now, I'll walk out the shed, man. I'll walk out and just leave it running.
It'll be the One Old Guy Reselling Podcast the rest of that episode, huh?
It'll just stay running. Speaking of Harry Tornado, comment of the week. Uncle Steve Picker.
Of the week.
Yes. Just kidding. Uncle Steve is Kevin, Commonwealth Picker's uncle. If you guys out there listening don't know, Uncle Steve is pretty much a celebrity at this point, though. So most everybody knows, I think. But we talked about him in episode 4 for just a few moments. And what do you know? He left us a comment. So that is my comment of the week. And he says, "Hey, Chris, thanks for the shout out. It's a tough job, but someone has to tote Commonwealth Picker around. LOL, LOL." And then he says, actually, he volunteered to come to the 127 sale, but we're not going to mention that part. So, yes, we know everybody that knows Kevin, everybody that knows Uncle Steve knows Kevin brings his uncles to these highway sales so he don't have to drive. So, but shout out Uncle Steve for listening to our podcast, man. That was pretty awesome.
Yes, thank you for being here.
I would rather Uncle Steve listen to us than Harry Tornado.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Harry Tornado has no clue who I am. Uncle Steve knows me. So that's pretty awesome, Steve. I appreciate it, man. And
yeah, that's awesome.
You're welcome back to Tennessee anytime. So
I've got a comment here from Sean Kirk 2967. He says, no, now both of you have to commit to a minimum of 20 episodes. Caleb reminds me of the pastor of my grandparents' church back when I was 5 or 6. He would always give me a metal tractor or a car when he would visit and drink black coffee with my grandfather out in the garden. Then he says, if eBay goes belly up, then the two of you can talk about how Facebook drives you mad. I could talk about Facebook making me mad now. It don't even
have you ever sold on there?
No, and I ain't going to. No, thank you. No,
I don't
thank
want
you.
No part of it either.
No, thank you. Yeah. But I thought it was pretty cool, the comment about reminding him of his grandparents' pastor. Now, I would totally be all right with giving kids toys. That's fine. But the black coffee is out. I can take a Dr. Pepper or a Sprite or a Mountain Dew or something and drink that. But no coffee. No coffee, no tea for this guy. Don't like either one.
Oh, no.
But I love the comment.
Yeah, I'm all about some sweet tea now.
You can have it, sir.
Between me and Shannon don't drink much of it, and of course Kobe don't drink any of it. But between me and CJ, we probably drink 2 or 3 gallons a week.
Chew. Yuck, yuck.
Man, for supper, I'll drink 2 or 3 glasses of it.
That's so gross.
No, but now I'm not much of a coffee drinker. But now Shannon, she loves her coffee, but she drinks iced coffee.
Oh, that's gross too.
Yeah,
Ooh.
she wants cold. She drinks chocolate milk that tastes like coffee.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That sounds horrible.
Well, she's got so much creamer and all that stuff in it. Yeah. Whipped cream. And it's actually okay, but I'm just not much of I don't like that aftertaste that coffee gives you.
I don't like any taste coffee gives me. It's just horrible.
Yeah.
I've tried it every way you can try it, with cream, with sugar, black. No thanks.
Caleb's just sticking to his cigarettes at this point.
Yep, that's it. Cigarettes only.
Oh, man.
That's a funny story. I tried to smoke as a kid, like a lot of us do, and somebody had to tell me you're supposed to inhale, and I'm like, oh, okay, tried that. And I'm like, dying. And now just the smell about makes me die. So no cigarettes for me.
Boy, don't you hate when you go to a yard sale or garage sale and you see some just absolute killer stuff, and then they've got a cigarette in their mouth and you pick something up and it smells like smoke? So
Love that.
I mean, if it's good enough, I'll still buy it, but it's so disheartening. I've bought video game systems before. Now, how does smoke stick to? And man, we're offending everybody out there that smokes, so we apologize.
Sorry, guys.
But it does make it tough to resell. I don't care what anybody says. But I have bought video game systems before and brought it, didn't smell it at the sale. Of course, I'm not going to sit there and sniff. I'm not going to sit there and sniff a PS3.
Who's going to do that?
But when you get it home, and you put it in your garage, and you go out to your garage and you smell that smoke, and then you pick it up, and it's all coming from that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I bought one just about a month ago, and man, it's loud. It's loud.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah.
Wow.
How do you how does smoke stick to that? I don't know.
I don't know, but it sure does.
It does.
It does. Sure. So we have some true fans,
We do.
Because Chris's favorite color is blue.
Yes. Shout out to everybody that mentioned that. Man, that's a
bunch.
We dropped that little comment in there for everybody still listening. Put that OSP's favorite color is blue in the comment. So if anybody watched episode 4 and seen all the comments about my favorite color is blue, that's why, because we wanted to see how many people was still watching after the hour mark.
Yep.
So today we're going to mention Caleb's favorite color. What is Caleb's favorite color?
Ninja Turtle green, baby.
Ninja
Turtle green.
If you're watching on YouTube, that's why our names are in green right now.
Yes, sir.
For that reason. A little Easter egg there.
Leave us a cowabunga down there.
Yeah, cowabunga green.
Yeah, there you go.
Just to let us know you guys are still listening. It is in the hour and 2 minutes and 54 seconds. So So here we are, episode 6, winding down. Any last words?
I had a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it, and I'm glad I survived, the trauma last week. Man, I'm just had to go to counseling, not going to lie.
Yes, Caleb just got out of spider council.
I did.
I'll tell you a quick story about I used to work at a factory when I was young, and now, this is when I was young. We were stupid. I'm still stupid, but anyways, we got to talking about the Wizard of Oz one time, and this guy that I worked with, his nickname was Rockwood because that's where he was from. So we called him Rockwood, and he said, "Man," he said, "I don't know about you, man." He said, "But them flying monkeys scared me when I was a kid." And I said, "Oh, you must have had flying monkophobia." And he said, "What?" Now, he was like 25. I was like 20. So he should have known better. And anybody that knows me, if it comes out of my mouth, it's probably a joke. And he said, "What?" I said, "Flying monkophobia. You must have had it." He said, "What's that?" I said, "That's a real phobia of people that was scared of the flying monkeys on Wizard of Oz." He said, "Oh my God." He said, "I bet I do have that." I said, "Oh, you do. So I never told him any different. So he's out there somewhere listening, or not listening, I'm sure, but he's out there living his life thinking he suffered from flymoncophobia.
Wow, what a friend. You're a good friend.
Yes, I'm the best.
Hey, we almost forgot to mention.
Oh, yes, we did. Was he out of jail yet?
I don't know. I hope so. I hope we didn't get him arrested.
Yeah, shout out Ray, Nashville Flippers, up on Caleb's big screen in the back. We forgot to mention you, but Nashville Flippers, everybody go check them out on YouTube and tell them 2 Old Guys sent you over there. They do a lot of podcast type stuff too. So great people over there. I've actually been on that their Sunday night episode once before, and I think a lot of Ray. So good people. But
yes, sir.
Watch episode 5 if you want to know how he went to jail. We tried to get him arrested in episode 5. So, all right, is that all you got?
That's all I got, man.
Hey, we appreciate everybody watching. Remember Calabunga Green in the comments, and remember to go check out Ray, Nashville Flippers. We appreciate everybody watching. 2 Old Guys out.